it's Miss Barbara, one of the children's librarians at the Riverhead Free Library, and I'm here for our DIY babies and toddlers. Hi. So last time we talked about sensory bags and sensory bottles, which are great for little guys, babies, and toddlers. Well, I have another bag activity, and I promise you I'm not getting a kickback from the plastic bag industry, but I just really like Ziploc bags. They're so versatile. So I have some bags that we're going to make today that are called busy bags. And I'm going to put a link in the description with some more ideas for some different busy bags. But what's great about busy bags is they're portable. You can bring them with you in the car, on a trip, to the doctor's office. Anywhere you need to go, you can bring the busy bag with you, and it will keep your little guys busy, occupied, and hopefully out of your hair. Now, the first busy bag that I made out of recycled materials that you have around the house. It's an ice cream matching game. And you could tell here that these are bottle caps. Now, I'm sure you drink lots of bottles of water and soda and whatnot. I always save all my bottle tops because they're great for activities. So what I did was I just took a piece of cardboard. I took glue, didn't even need a glue gun. Tacky glue, you could also use Elmer's glue. Any kind of glue will work because they're very lightweight and it sticks really nicely to the cardboard. So what I did was I just glued 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bottle caps onto the cardboard. And then I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. It couldn't be easier. I made it as simple as possible to show you that it doesn't have to be fancy. Now I used, you know, those little round labels you can buy at like the stationery store or Staples that come in different colors. I love those. You can use those for a variety of things. So I just put the brown ones on there and numbered them with a Sharpie. Now, I happen to have these little pom-poms laying around. You might not have them at home. If you have them, it's great. You can buy them at the dollar store. You can also use just cotton balls if you have those. You can use I have a little tweezer. That's great. You can also use my other favorite thing, which is just a clothespin. You can use a wood clothespin, or these cute little plastic ones. Again, dollar store, they're great. What is great about this activity is that it is a fine motor activity. It's also a good activity for paying attention. So what you're going to have them do, it's really simple. Very good for the pincer grasp. Pincer grasp is what you need to have a good pincer grasp in order to write. So this is a great pre-writing activity for preschoolers and toddlers. Is you're just going to have them squeeze, pick them up, and put them in. And they correspond, so it's counting as well. So we have 1. Here, let me show you. Now we have 1. Then you're going to put in 1, 2, and so forth. 1, 2, 3. Little guys can even just do it with their hands. Put them in with your fingers. Now you can do it with just numbers and counting, or you can do it by matching colors. You can do it however you want to do it. So this is a great activity, so easy to make. And you can do a variety of things with it. And the nice thing is you keep everything in the bag. Now I used a plastic Ziploc bag. You can also use, like, if you have like a little pouch, if you want to make it nicer, you can put it in a little pouch. But there you go, all together. So that's one busy bag. Here is another busy bag. This one is also for counting. Again, I utilized bottle tops that I saved. This is from like detergent. And I have more bottle tops. All I did was take a Sharpie and put the numbers in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you can use this. You can use this for matching colors. You can put the pom-poms in a different numbers and colors. You can also use buttons to put them in here. Anything you want. What I happen to have in here is I have little teeny tiny pom-poms. Buttons would work too. And all you do is you put 1 in the 1, and then in the 2 you put 1, 2. And again, you can use the tweezer, you can use the clothespin, and you're going to put 3, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Now, I put these two together to make a little impromptu container. One thing that's really good is if you have a little tiny bottle, like almost like a vitamin bottle, you can use that. And what's good about that is they have to screw it on and off. Anything like that is working on the muscles in your hands for fine motor skills. So that's a wonderful thing. Just opening and closing bottles is a great activity for kids. It's very good for their fine motor development. Now here's another one that's in here, also counting. This uses popsicle sticks. You can get these at the dollar store. And I also used those little label dots I told you from Staples. You can use those. I took the popsicle sticks, ready? All I did was put 1 popsicle stick and number 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Now, if you don't have the little labels, you can use stickers. You can color on it with just a marker. You can do it however you want to do it. But what this is about is you got your clothespins, and the nice thing is these colored plastic ones come in different colors, so you can even do color matching as well. And it's so easy. You take the 1 and you put 1 on. 2, you put 2 on. And so forth. Very simple, but a lot of fun. Kids love to do that one. Now, speaking of popsicle sticks, I did another popsicle stick one. And this is in a small bag. Again, you can just throw this in the car. You can keep it in the little back pocket in your car, and you always have it there, or in the stroller. You can pull it out whenever you want to. This is so easy. Now you can paint the sticks, or you can buy them pre-colored. I just used regular ones because that's what we had laying around. But if you can see, can you tell what that is? That's just Velcro. You can buy the little Velcro dots at the dollar store, or I had a big roll of it and I just cut them up. All you have to do is, and it's the kind that's sticky already, is to put the scratchy side on one side and the soft side on the other on all the popsicle sticks. And then guess what you have? You can build with them. And you can actually put them on both sides so that you can build layers. But you see, when you put the Velcro on, you can build. You can make shapes, you can make letters. You can also practice picking them up like a fishing game. You could do this and pick them up. Also, if you have little felt pieces, they're going to stick to the Velcro, so you can pick up the little felt pieces with it. You could make little fish and do a fishing game. That's just popsicle sticks and Velcro. Could not be easier. Now what I've been doing is I've been kind of going through our closet and seeing what we have and seeing what I can make with it. And that's a thing you can do at home too. Now here's another one. This one's called I Spy. You guys all know I Spy, right? The I Spy books. I made a bottle, I Spy. Now you can fill the bottle with colored sand. You can fill it with colored rice, and I'll put in the link a recipe for coloring rice. It's very easy to do. And then what you do is you can put I put little numbers in here. You can put little numbers, letters, even little like teddy bear counters or toys or anything you have. Game pieces work great. Remember I told you last week, don't ever throw away your game pieces. When other pieces go missing, don't throw them away, save them. You can use them for activities like this. You hand this to your kid in the back seat of the car and you tell them to find all the numbers or all the toys or all the animals. And they can move it around and try to find all the things in there. And one thing you can do also is if you do letters, you can have them spell out their name if they're old enough to spell. Or you could just say, find the giraffe, and see if they can find the giraffe. Or find the, whatever you're looking for. You can also do it in a bin. I used this bin. And then they can run their hands through it so it's a little more sensory. And try to find all the different things in the I Spy. So that's I Spy. Very, very simple. And I have one more. Oh, two more things to show you. One is, I bet a lot of you have these laying around. If you're wine drinkers, I happen to have a lot of them. So we have all these wine corks. These are great for building. You can make them into blocks. And stack them. There's a million things you can do with them. But what I decided to do was, we have a lot of these foam shapes in the closet. So what I did is I decided to make stampers. So what I did was, this one's a leaf, obviously, is I found some foam shapes, and you can buy these at like Michael's or anywhere like that. This could not be any easier. You take one of your corks, you take a little glue, put a little glue on. You only need a dot. I love craft glue, it's great, but you can use Elmer's glue and just glue it on. Okay, give it a little while to dry, and then you have a stamper. You can use it with paint, you can use it with ink if you have an ink pad, and it's gonna make obviously the shape that you have on here, and kids love to do that. Again, it's a great fine motor and it's very easy. They can do it at any age, and you can make letters and have them spell out their name. You can, there's endless amount of things you can do with that. So that is a great thing to do with the cork. And I have one more thing I want to show you. And again, I purposely made it not very fancy so that I can show you that anyone can do it, and it doesn't have to be fancy. That's what's great with kids. It doesn't have to be, something that you're going to see on Pinterest and is beautiful. No, it doesn't have to be. This is a board book. Now what's nice about this board book that I made is it's personalized. You can make this for your child. This one's just cardboard and string, okay? You take pictures of your child's day and you can do a book all about their day. So like this one, now this one has different kids because they're just imaginary kids, but imagine they were your kids. You take the pictures, you cut them out, and you just glue them on. And you can also put clear contact paper over it so that it's a little bit more protected. But what's nice about this is it makes it personal. You use personal photographs. It's also a great thing to do if you're doing something new with your child. For example, if they're starting daycare, you can make a book about going to daycare or going to grandma's house or going to the library. And you can read the book over and over with them, and they will get ready for that. It'll give them a little bit of preparation before they do that. So like this one says, breakfast time with mommy, right? Playtime with my toys is always fun. She's playing with her toys. Playing with his brother, his dog, anything that's important to the children. and you just make a book, and then you have a board book that you can read with them all the time. You can also use a little photo album. They make those little tiny photo albums and put the pictures in there. If you're a scrapbooker, great. So easy to really make it look nice. Mine is not nice, but you can make it as nice as you want. But what I really like about this activity is no matter how you do it, the kids are gonna love it, okay? And this, I literally just punched holes in the cardboard with a hole puncher, laced it through with string. Now I'm sure probably most of you are way more crafty than I am. I'm not crafty at all. Miss Karen is the crafty diva. I am not. So if I can do this stuff, you can do this stuff. So I just want to let you know that anything you do with your kids, as long as you're having fun, they're having fun, and everybody's safe, it's all good. And that's one other thing I want to mention about the busy bags. If you're using them with little teeny weeny guys, make sure you are monitoring them and you don't have anything that's small enough that they can choke on. You always have to keep an eye on them for that. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week or not. I can't remember. But if you're making the busy bottles, make sure you glue the top on. If you're making a sensory bottle, it's always a good idea. You can use hot glue or you can duct tape over it, but make sure it's fastened tight. So that is a session of DIY Babies and Toddlers. Thank you for joining me today. Check out the link, like the video, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.